if you guys were, let's say, to fight again, how would it be different besides the fact that she's already had that opportunity to go and represent America in the Olympics? What can be done in the future to kind of, right this wrong? Is there like a professional women's title you guys may be able to go at after this?
Well, when it comes to Taekwondo, Olympics is that title. That's our NBA championship, Super Bowl. That's it. If you win the Olympics, that's the top of Taekwondo. So the only way that it would be any kind of semi-rectified is if we fight again for the next Olympics, which is in 4 years. But, I mean, right now, there's really nothing that can change the fact that I'm not going to 2008. That's just going to be a forever scar. But right now, it's more about it not being, the only thing that can rectify it is it not happening to somebody else, because it's a scar there forever. It's one of those things that just can't be changed. But if I can stop this from happening to at least one person, that they won't have to feel this scar, then that's my goal.
Yes, I'd like to add in on that. It's not just about Nia losing a match and not going to the Olympics. And speaking of what can change or what can happen, what needs to change is the process.
Okay. Right.
Because this is a justice issue. It's not a personal issue, although it is personal to Nia. It's much bigger than that. It's about the future of the sport. It's about the integrity of the sport, as you alluded to. And the procedures that are currently in place are not designed to protect the athletes.
And I have a question about that, by the way. You mentioned that one of her brothers is actually the coach of the U.S. team, and then I also believe that one was on the board that selects the procedures to how team members are selected. Isn't that seem like a conflict of interest? I don't know if you can apply that term in this situation, but it sort of seems ironic that this unfortunate situation happens.
Absolutely. It's an absolute conflict of interest. You have the head coach is the oldest brother, who's the coach of the Olympic team, and then in the trials process, he's coaching one of his siblings against a competitor who, if they won, would be under his tutelage. So there's a conflict of interest. Another one is on the board of directors. That's responsible for the rules and regulations and the procedures as it relates to the sport. So there were conflicts of interest all the way up and down the chain. And part of the mission under the Ted Stevens Act, which is the governing statute that controls the sport, is that they ensure equity and fairness to the competitors. But now what you have is a set of rules and regulations that protects the referees, it protects the judges, it protects the coaches, but the athletes don't have a means or an avenue of redress.
Right.
So everyone's protected except for the persons or the people that the act was designed to protect, such as Nia.
Right. And